Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the session number 3 from the chapter of laws of motion, and the topic is impulse. I have written a very short definition of impulse, and the definition is when a large force acting for a short duration produces a change in momentum, then the product of the force and time duration is called impulse or impulsive force. Now, or in other words, impulse as per this definition is equal to force into time duration, and this is also equal to change in momentum, because as we have discussed in the previous lecture that change in momentum is also equal to the applied force in the SI system of unit, because the value of this constant of this proportionality, that is k, that is equal to 1 in SI system of units. So it implies that delta p will be equal to F into delta t. ठीक है. So ये आपका हो गया. This is the formula for the change in momentum, that is equal to F into the time duration, and this formula is applicable in the SI system of units, because as we know that delta P upon delta T is proportional to F, or we can say that delta P, if we remove this proportionality sign, then we write as K F delta T. Now, since the value of this K in the SI system of unit is equal to 1, therefore this formula becomes equal to delta P is equal to F delta T. ठीक है. So we have discussed about this in the previous session, that is in the session number 2. So since impulse is equal to force into time duration, so the force into time duration is also equal to the change in the momentum. So impulse is also equal to change in momentum. Now I will try to explain this concept of impulse, or I will just try to explain you how we calculate the impulse with the help of a very simple example. Now इसमें हम क्या करते हैं, let us I am just taking one very simple example. This is a rigid wall. एक wall है, and I am throwing one ball with a certain velocity, which strikes this wall at this point and gets reflected at the same angle. Say this is the horizontal. ये horizontal है. I am just indicating this horizontal with the help of a dotted line. Now let us say this ball is it strikes this rigid wall. This is a rigid wall. Rigid wall. This is a rigid wall. Now this ball strikes this rigid wall, say at an angle theta with the horizontal. ठीक है, and it gets reflected at the same angle without any loss in the velocity. So अगर if there is no loss in the velocity, so the velocity after this rebound, when the ball rebounds, will be equal to v, और ये angle आपको theta हो जाएगा, because the ball is getting reflected at the same angle. So इस केस में हमें निकालना है कि what will be the impulse which will be imparted to this ball by this wall. So अभी हमने जो definition पढ़ी है कि impulse जो है this is equal to the change in the momentum. Impulse is equal to change in the momentum of this. In this case, it will be the change in the momentum of the ball. अब ये दिस इज द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बॉल before the this impact with this rigid wall. Now this velocity is inclined at an angle theta with the horizontal, तो इसका एक vertical component आएगा, let us see ये आएगा, और ये इसका horizontal component होगा, ठीक है. vertical component का direction ये होगा and this will be equal to how much, that will be equal to v sin theta. और जो horizontal component होगा वो इस डायरेक्शन में हो रहा है विच इज इक्वल टू वी कॉस थीटा. नाउ द बॉल इज गेटिंग रिफ्लेक्टेड एट एन एंगल थीटा, ठीक है. व्हेन इट स्ट्राइक्स द रिजिड वॉल द बॉल इज गेटिंग रिफ्लेक्टेड एट एन एंगल थीटा, ठीक है. दैट इज इट इज गेटिंग रिफ्लेक्टेड एट द सेम एंगल एंड विदाउट एनी लॉस इन द वेलोसिटी. तो इफ इट इज गेटिंग रिफ्लेक्टेड विदाउट एनी लॉस इन द वेलोसिटी, तो इस केस में भी आप देखेंगे कि इसका जो ये जो हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट है अब वो क्या हो जाएगा, दिस विल बी इन दिस डायरेक्शन, ठीक है. दैट इज दी दिस इज दी v cos थीटा, दिस इज दी horizontal component of the ball after the ball is reflected at an angle theta. So ये आपको horizontal component हो गया और vertical component क्या होगा, ये होगा आपका v sin थीटा, ठीक है. तो v sin थीटा जो है ये आपका वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट हो गया और हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट हो गया आपका v cos थीटा. सो इंपल्स क्या है, इंपल्स इज बेसिकली द चेंज इन द मोमेंटम एंड इट इज आल्सो इक्वल टू द फोर्स अप्लाइड इनटू द टाइम ड्यूरेशन, ठीक है. बट क्या है कि अगर हम इस क्वेश्चन की बात करें तो यहाँ पर क्या है, इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट to measure this time duration. ये measure करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. Therefore we always try to find the value of impulse by using this above formula, that is impulse is equal to change in the momentum. So अब हमें momentum देखना है कि यहाँ पर इस velocity के दो components हैं, एक horizontal component हो गया और एक आपका vertical component हो गया. So impulse due to the vertical component impulse due to the vertical component क्या होगा, this will be equal to v sin theta minus v sin theta and this is equal to 0 because ये v sin theta ये जो vertical component है before the impact and after the impact ये दोनों they are acting in the same direction, ठीक है. सो दिस इम्पल्स क्या हो जाएगा, इम्पल्स इक्वल टू चेंज इन मोमेंटम. सो ये कितना हो जाएगा मेरा, अगर हम बात करें मोमेंटम में, दिस विल बी इक्वल टू mv एंड इम्पल्स ड्यू टू द वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट दैट विल इक्वल टू mv sin थीटा व्हिच इज इक्वल टू 0, ठीक है. दिस इज द वेलोसिटी इन द वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन बिफोर एंड आफ्टर द इम्पैक्ट. And m is what? This is the mass of the ball, which here I have taken it as m. ठीक है, the mass of the ball is equal to m. So impulse due to the vertical component होगा 0. अब हमको निकालना है the impulse due to the horizontal component of the velocity. तो horizontal component of the velocity हमें निकालना है, ये हमारा vertical component की वजह से 0 हो गया. So I am now just rubbing it here. Now horizontal component before the impact वो क्या है, which is equal to v cos theta. तो impulse अभी हम यहाँ लिखते हैं impulse और impulsive force. Impulse due to the horizontal component वो क्या हो जाएगा, इनिशियल जो हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट है दैट इज दिस हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट बिफोर द इम्पैक्ट एंड द हॉरिजॉन्टल दैट इज इक्वल टू v cos थीटा और आफ्टर द इम्पैक्ट वो भी आपका v cos थीटा है. सो इनिशियल दिस इम्पल्स इज इक्वल टू चेंज इन मोमेंटम. तो आपका फाइनल मोमेंटम क्या हो गया, mv cos theta, where m is the mass of the ball minus. नाउ हियर आप यहाँ देखेंगे कि यहाँ पे जो हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट है, इनिशियल जो हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट, और यू कैन से द कंपोनेंट ऑफ दिस वेलोसिटी v इन द हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन इज opposite to the horizontal component of this velocity v. The direction of this horizontal component of the velocity before the impact is opposite to the direction of the horizontal component of the velocity after the impact. तो इस केस में क्या हो जाएगा, because both these horizontal components are in the opposite direction, therefore this impulse will be equal, impulse due to the horizontal component of this velocity will be equal to mv cos theta, where mv cos theta is the this is the momentum after the impact minus the momentum before the impact. क्या हो जाएगा, it will be equal to minus mv cos theta. माइनस यहाँ साइन मैंने क्यों लिया, because the direction of the horizontal component of this velocity of the ball is in the opposite direction. ठीक है, ये before the impact the direction आपका ये आ रहा है, and after the impact direction आपका horizontal component का opposite हो गया. So इसीलिए मैंने यहाँ पर आपका ये आपका साइन हो जाएगा माइनस. So the finally the impulse due to the horizontal component of the velocity क्या हो गया, this will be equal to 2mv cos theta. ठीक है. So in this case the impulse which अब हम यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं now ठीक है. So we can say that impulse imparted to the ball of mass m, जो कि हमने इस क्वेश्चन में कंसिडर किया है, ड्यू टू दी वॉल will be equal to the impulse imparted due to the horizontal component of this velocity, that is equal to 2mv cos theta. यहाँ पर जो vertical component है, that is v sin theta, this v sin theta is the vertical component before the impact, and it remains the same after the impact also, that is the vertical component after the impact is also v sin theta. So the impulse due to this vertical component जो है that will be equal to 0 because the change in momentum is 0. So the impulse which is imparted to the ball of this mass m due to the ball will be only due to this horizontal component of the velocity. So this is equal to 2mv cos theta. So in this way we find the impulse which is imparted to any object when it strikes any rigid object with a certain velocity, and normally we calculate the impulse by using this formula, that is change in momentum. Impulse is equal to change in momentum. ठीक है, and there is one more formula, that is the force with which this object is or you can say it is the applied force, you can say the force applied into the time duration. Now see, impulse can also be calculated by using this formula, but however since it is very difficult to measure this delta t, therefore the best way of calculating the impulse is to calculate the change in the momentum. So this was a very short session on the topic of impulse, and probably in the next session, that is in the session number 4, I will be taking up the numericals from the session number 1, 2 and 3. That is whatever we have studied starting from session number 1 and up to this session number 3. So I will be taking up maybe 3 questions in the session number 4 on the topic of this impulse. I will be trying to take one question probably from the topic of this momentum. And till then, I will just request all of you to kindly go through the session number 1 and 2, and so that in the session number 4 you will be able to understand the different types of questions which I will be which I will try to solve in the session number 4. So अभी इसमें एक चीज़ और मैं बोलना चाहूँगा फिर से कि जो नीट का एग्जामिनेशन है उसके अंदर जो है इस लॉज ऑफ मोशन से भी काफ़ी क्वेश्चन आते हैं, बट एक सबसे बड़ा कंस्टेंट है कि आप लोगों को टाइम ड्यूरेशन का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. एक क्वेश्चन को आपको 1 मिनट में करना है. सो फॉर दैट यू नीड टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. So this is all for in this session, and the next session, that is session number 4, will be taken up in a couple of days from now. So thank you very much for joining this session, and have a nice day.